Have you ever considered how easy it is for a potential customer to buy from you? And are you making it as easy as possible for them? Or is it harder than it needs to be from the customer's perspective? It's really easy to get hung up in having very clear processes and capturing lots of information and making sure that you have the perfect sales process for your customer to actually come through. But sometimes what that can mean is that a customer might actually feel that they're having to jump through hoops. And if you think about yourself as a buyer, we really do not like having to jump through hoops. We are very much in the instant gratification generation. So customers these days like to be able to find information instantly, make a decision, make an informed decision pretty quickly, and then actually crack on and get going when they've made that decision. So if it's hard for them to find the information that they need or hard for them to work out how to buy from you, you might just find that they'll very quickly get bored and they will go elsewhere. So here are some things to think about to make sure that you are making it really easy to buy from you. So firstly, think about all the different places that somebody can access information about your business. So you've got all your different social media platforms, you have your website, you have your email, you have anything, any kind of information place. If you have any online listings, Google My Business, if you're on any of the directories, I'm not sure many people are anymore, but your Yell.com and things like that. Think about all those different places that somebody can find information about your business. But then also think about what's the information they would love to find. It's really easy to think, here's everything I want them to know. But that isn't always the information they want to find. So put yourself in the customer's shoes and think about, if you were making the decision to buy from you, what kind of questions would you have? What sort of confirmation or clarification would you be seeking from that website or from the social media pages? Think about how easy it is for people to find information about your products or services or packages, and particularly think about information about your pricing. Now, there's always an interesting debate about whether your pricing should be on your website or your pages or not. And a few years ago, I would have said that it shouldn't, because you want to have a conversation with a customer and make sure that you're right connection and talk about value and things like that. But these days, consumer habits are very much instantly driven. So people want to be able to check you out and find that information. And if you don't have pricing information on your website, even prices start from, that's fine. Then you're giving somebody something to go on. But if you don't have that at all, then you are making yourself hard to buy from, because you're putting the customer in a position where they are going to have to contact you. They're going to have to actually reach out, make an effort, put a bit of work in, and put themselves out there to ask the question about price. Whereas if you've got that information there, they can tick that box and they can carry on through your process. So think about, as I say, all those places where they can find your information, but then think about what the customer journey would be. So if they've got all the information they want, what's the next step for them? Do they want to be able to book a call? Do they want to be able to just buy there and then? Think about what they're looking for and how available that is. So it might be that you could speed things up. It might be that you can add booking options to your website or buy now options or different things like that. With all of that, you want to think about how simple versus complex it is. Yes, you might need terms and conditions signing. You might need various things that the customer will have to work through. But right there and right then, you just want to make it as straightforward as possible for them. Don't make them jump through any hoops whatsoever if you can help it. And don't ask them to provide you with information or data just for the sake of you having that information or data. Let them buy and then go ahead and collect that data later. Data later. I've invented a new poem there. So a few things for you to think about there, and it might be worth just going to have a bit of a nosy at your website and a nosy at your social media pages to check that customers can find you, can find all that information, can answer those questions, and they can find a really clear path as to how to set up an appointment or a call or just buy or book or whatever it is they need to do. Just make sure that next step for them is really super clear. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of clarification, but if you feel like this area of your business is slightly awry or total chaos and you would like a bit more help, then just drop me back a message and we can chat about how I can help you. Thank you.